Hi guys, welcome back to Learn Golf with Cassie. Today's video is going to just be a video of just my round, so Coach Dad is going to be filming me and then doing a bit of an analysis afterwards, so let's just get into it.
We're starting on the 10th hole today. Cassie's got driver, absolutely ripped one right down the middle, perfect. And I'm going to try to analyse some of her shots, the good, the bad. She's got a hybrid here. She gets stuck behind her, that's stayed way out to the right, that's putting a bit of danger on OB there. She's just stayed in. I've stalled it there to show you how closed her club face is. It was a good swing, the ball land and then spin to the left and roll out a bit, so a good shot, but because that club face is so closed at address, and when she does her wrist hinge it keeps it closed, but it was a good putt and we can see a lot of this today. Nice lags, good tap ins, that was a good par 5, and you'll see that I'm going to freeze it at strike or just after strike. Again, the club's flipped, she's done a very nice swing there, but the club face is closed super early, so she's gone a little bit left. With an 8-iron it's not going to be too disastrous. Here we've got a little I'd say this is release 1, low and running. I think she's taking the A wedge. Good shot, nice controlled. She's got 3 feet here, and this is one of the good parts of the game today. She's giving it a good roll at the hole. So 2 pars to start with, and this is where the driver's going to start getting a bit squiggly. The club head has flipped and turned completely down there way early, so it's gone to the left. She's got herself a horror show of a lie. All she can do is just chip it out with, I think this is a little 8-iron. She gets herself to the middle. It's a long hole for her in the first place. Hybrid here. She's hit a good one down there. She made a good move through the ball. That's important, not stopping. And this though, little bit of a drag. She's taken the gap wedge. It's just too much club for that distance. I think she had about 80 yards. Got a little bit too conservative, and now she's got quite a long recovery. She's doing again release 1 from Dan Greaves with a gap wedge. Very good distance control, giving herself a good chance for a 6. There's a real swing as you can see there, but now she's got a bit of work left for a 7. But today, generally speaking, she's going to finish these off pretty well. So she makes a triple bogey there from the drive, and this one, same thing again. Look how close the club face is as she flips. That turns the ball over to the left. It actually hits the path and bounces OB. So she's dropped a ball, taking her 4th. Very nice swing there, good high finish. Puts it right into the middle of the green for 4. So she's got to make a putt for bogey here. It's quite a long one, about 20 feet, but nice tempo. That's a really good roll, and yeah, a little tap in for a 6. So a bit unlucky with the drive to hit the path and bounce OB, but closing that club face down and flipping is going to be the big problem all day today. This one, she gets the club, it's a bit open at address, and she's just pushed it to the right with a little bit of draw. She's okay, just not a very good angle. She's got to go over that little tree, and she's just drawn it right through the little tree, but not bad. She's up there, and she's got a fairly basic chip here. Release 1 again, but it's uphill, it's a bit slow, so you can see it pulls up fast. I would have played that with perhaps a pitching wedge or 9-iron to make sure it carried on running without slowing down, but this is for par. Uphill putt, You can see how slow that one is. But is she going to be able to finish another 2.5 footer off? Absolutely she is. So bogey there, not a bad hole there. Par 3 here. This one, the club face is twisting all over the shop. It sort of almost shanks to the right of the green. That's probably her worst swing of the day. She's got a horror show of a thick lie. She's going to try to just pop it out onto the green. Yep, she's got it out there. Not bad for distance. She's just lost it to the right, and now it's a wicked downhiller. This is for 3 on a par 3, and she just gives it a little bit too much, and that's going bye-bye. That's going to be 10-12 feet, and uphill now. And you can hit a good putt, and it don't go in so much from 10-12 feet as it would do if it was just 2 or 3 feet. So double there, and now the flipping is keen and go. Look at that, look at the club face flip down. The body's just not going, the club's not going with the body, it's flipping, the body's stuck. That's gone to the left. It's just hung on, sort of not a great lie. It's a par 4 this one. She's kind of popped that up short, and she's got now about a 25 yarder. This is her release 2. A good height, lands it right in the front. Really nice shot. It's given herself 8 feet maybe. It's a chance for par. She's been pretty good with the chipping and putting. That was not bad. That's an easy tap in. Less than a foot, little put away. So 5 there. Onto the par 4. Now she's aiming to the right because she's flipping big time, and the ball started right down the middle and turned to the left, as is the normal. There she is. Hit an okay iron here, just a little bit heavy, and again it's all just a little bit flippy round her. Body's not really working so well. But another release 2, another great pitch into a green, and another 8 footer. Can't be too displeased with that. She's giving herself chances, and walks off with a solid 5. Par 5 here now, trying to get the body working a little bit more. Club face open, but at least that one was straight and not flipped, so she's in the middle of the fairway, and that's not a bad play. It's just a little bit further back than normal. Here's the flipper. Look at that, the hands have flipped all the way before the body's gone, and that's turned to the left, and not great strike. I mean, it's out there another 150 yards with a hybrid, but she's got about 135. She's actually hit a really nice shot here, 7-iron I think. It's taken one hop and plopped into the water on the right. Pity there, because that was a really nice swing. So she's got about 45 yard pitch. She's been very good from this distance, and she's run that one up just a little bit long, but again another very solid 50 yarder. And today this was really the area that she was doing great, just pitching on and making a good roll. Again, you can see another good roll. They don't go in easily from that distance, but well done there. That's a double there, unfortunately. So we're on to the first tee now, but playing our 10th. See what she can do down here. She whacks it right, but with her flip, that's drawing right back into the middle. She's in the middle, but you can see she's just flipping hands. She's on her toes. That's gone horribly to the right. Fortunately not a disaster, but she's playing a release 1 or 7-iron through that gap and rolling it down toward the green. That's actually a very smart play, and she's just on the front there in 3. It's all a bit of a struggle though, but another long putt. What can she do with this one? Again, very nice tempo and releasing through, that's always going to give you a good chance to get that ball pretty close. Nice tap in distance for again a 5. No problems with that one. Next hole, this is probably one of her better drives since the first hole. Started out a little bit to the right and drawing back in. At least better strike anyway. And here we're going to see the flip of the hands, throwing it down and flipping it, and as a consequence, because the arms are not going round to the left with the body, which somebody worked a lot on recently, they're just sort of like not getting good contact. This, however, another 60-yard pitch, great ball. This green difficult to hold, she had to get it over that tree. So she's there in 3. She's going release 1. It's coming her bread and butter now. She feels confident to get this within 5 or 6 feet. Not her best strike on that one, but there we go, it's within 5 feet. And nice tempo, nice putt. 5 again. And we're on the par 3 now. She can see she's up on her toes well before she gets to the ball, but she plays that one okay. It's hooked to the left a little bit, but a nice contact. But she's got about 20 feet again, and this one is another one of those downhillers that runs pretty fast once you get past the hole. So that's 6 feet. This is for par. Another really good chance, and look at that, just a horseshoe out. So bogey again. She started off solidly on the back 9. This par 4, driver wide, the club wide open, but she turns it down straight away through impact, so that's actually going to go a little bit left through those 2 palm trees, which is actually a good result. Not a bad shot here. She's going to be 5 yards short and roll back down the hill towards her, but this is probably the only bad pitch she's going to play all day. She's kind of half between a release 2 and a release 1, so she's in a release 2 stance, but she's kind of playing it more like a 1, and it comes off very hot and long, and now she is short-sided, and this, she chipped it to here, which wasn't too bad, but it's a very, very quick putt down that hill. And she's got this for a 6 now, and again just over the edge. So from nowhere she's made a 7, which is a pity because she was playing quite decent stuff until then. Par 5, started out to the right. She's hooking, flipping, so she has to start them right because that's the only way to get to the middle. This one, flip. You can see the hands are flipped. She's not getting contact through the ball. It scuttles along the middle there, doesn't get into any danger, but doesn't go anywhere really. So she's still got a long, probably about 190 shot. Flip, there it is. Body stopped, flipping around the body. It's gone way to the left in the shaded kind of left tree area. But we're back in that sort of like 80-90 zone where she's going to hit another fabulous wedge in there. Now it's very good from down there, from below her feet, but now she's got the very difficult downhill putt. It's slow at the beginning and then fast at the end. That doesn't look like a bad effort, but it doesn't actually get down the hill. So now watch this. Very gently, and it's got a good chance. It's a nice putt, but you can't be aggressive on that. So 3 putt there, unfortunately, and that's another 7. We're on a shortest par 3 here, only about 100 yards. This is a chance for Cassie to do something. Still a little bit releasing around her body without actually turning the body. She's got another long putt, but she's been good from this distance, and she's had a nice tempo. You can see she's a nice tempo back and through, and that's a pretty solid effort there, leaving herself 2.5 feet. She's been good from there, and she's going to be good again. A nice putt. So a par there, breaking a trend of bogeys and worse. Next, par 4. This is not a very good shot. Same thing, flipping around the body's not moving with the arms, all disconnected. I'm going to see this a couple of times in a row now. This one flipped, squirty one just 50-60 yards to the right. And so basically, if the body's not working with the arms together in sync, we get that flip. Same thing again there. She's struggling at the moment, but here we go, 50 yards. Another beautiful tempo. Another very good shot. Again, within 8 feet. Chance to save it. Not bad at all. Got about 2 feet left. She's been rock solid from this distance and still is. Double bogey there. See some eagles, and very rare to see eagles together, mother and father, I guess. There's a nest at the top of that electric pole, so that was quite interesting. Par 5, driver. Actually, that was quite nice. She was aggressive and got the club around her that time. It's in a good position, but this is you're gonna watch this one real flip. Look at it on the toes, hands flipping. It squeezes out front. It's in the water. So just drag it through to the left, and she's got that one up in the air. It's only got about 120, but we're in good shape. I've said to her, this one, just do a half swing or 3/4 swing and just make sure you get good contact. Exactly what she did, and the result was, well, you can see the result. She's right on the flag. So she's there in 5 on this par 5. She's been good from this distance. Bang. So she's made a bogey there, and that was nice to get that one in. Keeps you happy, contented. Here's a par 4, the final hole, the 9th, but our 18th. Now the wind was blowing off the right, and that one's drifted down to the right side. She found it. She's got a bit of a shot. It's very difficult, and she actually did a good effort there. It just clips the top of a tree, and she comes down still there. And I say there's a little bit of a gap there. Why not go for it? Do your release one with a 9-iron, I think it was, through the gap toward the hole. So she's 3 to there. This is for 4. It's a good shot. She just turned the club face down. You can see the club face down, so it lands and then just runs and runs and runs. So she's been very good from that distance. That one was a bit of a throwback to the old days, with the club face turning down through impact. Another long putt. What do you reckon? Well, it's going to be a very solid tempo. It's given it a good roll. Just outside my ball sitting there. Here we go, 2 feet. In the hole as usual. Well done. She shot a 96 or 90, I think 97 there. It was all the driver and the long irons today. That flipping motion is death. We can get away with it when the timing's okay, but as you saw today, when it's not on, it's well off. The great thing about today, her short game was really, really good. The tempo was good, and 50 yards and in, very impressed. The work that we've been doing with the Dan Greaves release 1, release 2, the work we've done on putting really paid off. She could have had a far bigger score, exceeding 100. So she's had, in the last few months, she hasn't actually played that much since we got back from England. I mean, she had an 81, an 87, then that 97. So it's all about the consistency. The consistency is all about making sure her body and arms are synced on the follow through, exit left, and she's fine without, as long as she doesn't jump up on her toes. So those two things will be the key to making sure she gets good strikes. Today was just a, excuse the pun, a flipping nightmare in terms of her driver and irons, with the hands just flipping through and turning that club face all over the shop at strike. Anyway, we're going to be on the course again soon, so keep watching. Hopefully Cassie will have sorted that out by then. Thanks very much. See you next time. Bye bye.